Brush down the cobwebs.
All right, Chapo, yeah.
Brush down the cobwebs.
Yeah.
It's been a week.
It has been a week.
All right.
It's all right. We've got 2 more. There's no rush.
Yeah.
Take your time.
I know when I said to you, when are we going to do the post? I can't even remember what game it was. What game are we talking about, Joe?
I think it was Bournemouth, wasn't it? Bournemouth away.
Oh, 2-2.
Yeah.
So it was a week ago, over a week. So it was Friday night.
Yeah.
So it's post-match Bournemouth. It's a week later. I did say to you, when are we going to do it? And quite rightly, you went, well, we got 3 weeks, Dad, so I wouldn't worry too much. We've got to the point where I've almost forgotten it. But now let's just discuss the Bournemouth game. We haven't got a post-match because we're still 2 weeks off playing Leeds.
Pre-match, but yeah.
Pre-match, yes. Playing Leeds. Are we at home?
We are.
Okay.
So it's a game we should win again.
Yeah.
I'll go into that being quite confident.
Yeah. And I work with a Leeds fan.
Oof.
Yeah, he did say to me the other day, he said, United's next match. And I think we're working together on that day.
Oh, are you?
It might mean not watching on the game.
And I know we've spoken about on the pod previously, but it's just such a big game, really, and it just for the history and everything else that's involved, and it will be a tough game. They're in a fight.
Yeah,
down at the bottom. Spurs have just sacked Tudor, so that's an interesting.
That'll probably save them, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it will save them because they're probably going to go for a Spurs man, don't they? To get them out this dogfight, a couple of wins, that'll clear them, and then they'll start fresh next season.
And they'll be all right. But that's for a couple of weeks' time. On this pod, we're here to discuss the Bournemouth game, 2-2. Like you said, it was over a week ago now.
That was the ref debacle, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, which you've since had your say, which I agree with, and I think a lot of people agreed with it, didn't they? Really.
Calm down a bit, man. Because, like you said, we move on. Things happen. Oh, we were right.
We were right. Yes.
Our pre-match, we said 2-2 or 1-1, didn't we?
Yeah.
We could see them scoring, but we could see us scoring. And that's exactly what happened.
I mean, we did call it. I think before the game, like everything, we said we'd take a point away at Bournemouth. Because I think Bournemouth, again, I can't remember exactly, but they're unbeaten in 11 or something. Yeah. Drawn a lot. But again, even we said Bournemouth are that type of team where when they went behind, bam, they really went for it. As soon as we equalised,
eased off again.
Or, they eased off. And even when it was 2-2, they scored the penalty. They didn't really go for us, considering we were down to 10 for a good 20 minutes with added time.
We played out, added time was about 9 minutes. 9 minutes. And there was no significant, apart from the VAR.
Even then, it was quite quick, wasn't it? Both checks.
Yeah. It was a weird game on that basis, because I can think a week later, it was all emotional a couple of days after, and it was, this is bad, this should happen. And every football fan has got something in a football game that they dispute. But certainly, the game was a dire first half, wasn't it?
No, we played well first half.
Oh, God.
It was 0-0 though. It was 0-0 at half time. Okay. But actually, it was one of them games, like United, especially recently, even the games we've won, we've looked pretty jaded in the first few minutes. Whereas this actually, first 20-25, we were playing quite well. Cunha was sharp, Bruno was getting on the ball. We should have been 2 or 3 up.
And Buemo's doing his usual.
And Buemo's off it. Ahmad's not really offering much. But I think between Cunha and Bruno, we were creating chances.
A couple of chances, I seem to remember. Didn't Ahmad have a good chance?
Ahmad went wide. The one I remember was there was a cross from aLao. Bruno hit kind of a half volley, I think, and the keeper saved it. So actually, considering what we can be like, and we knew it'd be tough away from home, but then Bournemouth are playing side themselves. It's not like a West Ham, who are just going to dig deep and bully you. I think if we play teams, and I'm not being a Liverpool manager and saying, teams should play this way, but naturally it suits us better because the boys have got more space to operate how they want to, rather than having a 6'5" centre half up your arse all the time. So,
well, I've got a bit of a spot for Bournemouth, like you say, because of the way they play. If I go back, how old are you now?
26, just
26. So if I go back to when you were 14.
14, 15, I think.
So that is 12 years ago. You were with an academy and played Bournemouth. I won't say what academy, but you were at academy playing Bournemouth. and I remember you played, because it was an academy game, you were in for the first half, and I think you scored 2.
I got a hat trick, mate.
Oh, you scored 3?
Yeah, I scored 3.
Scored 3. And during the second half, I think they took you off and put someone else on. You'd done your bit. It ended up being 10-1 or something.
Yeah, I think it did.
But I remember at the sidelines, this was Bournemouth. They were in the Championship.
I think they were even lower.
Yes.
I think they were League 1, League 2.
Yes.
Just before
because I know the club you were in was sort of a higher grade. Because I remember looking not down at Bournemouth a bit, but going, they weren't the club they are now.
No, not at all.
And but what I was impressed on that day, and I said to a parent, was they were still playing out the back.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
It was
9-8, 8-1 down or something. They were still playing out the back, and because they were playing football, they were losing it.
Yeah,
and you were just going on to them. And I said to the parent, "Wow, it's amazing that you guys are still doing that." And and I wish you well. Look where they are now.
Exactly. And that
philosophy from the club, the owners, whoever it was, then.
It was Eddie Howe. I think had just come in. So obviously he'd gone to all the youth, not like our academy, which was about results and it was crap football, really. Right? Bournemouth were obviously told all through the youth system, let's get them playing from the back, get them playing good football. They can lose. It's not about the result. It's about development at this age. And that's what happened. Like you said, we were still all amazed. 10 goals against them, whatever, losing the game, but they were still very structured in how they wanted to play. So they had a clear philosophy through the youth system, and then they shot up. Literally, it was like a couple of years after that. Bam, they're in the Prem, playing fantastic football under Eddie Howe, and they are a Prem side. I know they went down and come straight back up. They're a Prem side now, aren't they? Solid.
And that's exactly why you can change football clubs. You can change what the dynamics of the club, the ethos, not just philosophy. The team. Yeah. You can change it. And you can change it from the players you get in, the mentality. I said to you, I remember it's a few years later, and I said, if only, because we got no crystal ball.
No.
But I remember at the time, because you'd scored the hat trick, thinking, staying where you are. Didn't think too much of Bournemouth. I was just impressed with them. Then later on, I thought, if only I'd have known. Because you would have suited Bournemouth, because you're that type of player that likes to play football, not bully and shove and
run, channel balls and all that.
You like that one-touch stuff. All right. So you would have fitted their system better than the team you were actually in that ended up beating them.
Yeah.
And I can tell you now that team is
League 2 now.
League 2. And Bournemouth are in the top side,
Exactly.
It's all destiny.
And they still play good football. So they have the manager in who's done really well with that aLao, who's been linked with United in the past. But I still think, like you said, it was a weird game because there was moments in the game you felt first half, and then when we scored the penalty in the second half, that was a game we should have won.
Yeah.
It's a game we should have won. Yeah. In the end, you take the draw.
So we got the pen, Cunha. Again, he looked sharp.
He looked sharp all game.
It's a dead pen. It's every
dead
time.
Pen. It's obvious.
Didn't need VAR for
but
that.
It's amazing how, at any level, but Cunha was just on it from the first minute. Now, is that psychological? Is it because he knew he could beat that fullback? But he was hounding him. That right back didn't know. He took him off because he couldn't get near him. And Cunha generally is quite consistent, but it shows how ruthless he can be.
Was he just up for it? Did something good happen to him? Did he have sex the night before? Who knows? What if someone come out and then the other one, Mubaro, just can't
seem to get going at the moment.
But it's not like Cunha had done something recently to hit form. He was scoring a bit, but you know what I mean? He wasn't on fire. So that's been human. They're not robots.
And they're not, and emotions happen, and you can see that even with Ahmad. I still think on the right hand side, considering last year he had that no fear attacking players, he doesn't offer much at all on the right side. He really doesn't. His touch is poor. He puts a bit of a shift in.
See, there I think it's. We've spoken about this before, but there I think it's something different. I don't think it is a form. I think it's his attitude.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's his attitude. But I don't know the lad. So we always talk as armchair fans because we don't know them. And we know they're human. To me, from the outside, it looks a little bit like attitude. When he got somewhere, and we've seen it we could list a whole load of players that have hit the big time and just stopped working. They're still working. They think they are, and they probably are. But with the Premiership, 5% drop in your work rate, you stand out, like we've always said. And they just take the salary. They're in the first team. And
take it a bit for granted, I think.
Because if they're not any good, they wouldn't show you glimpses of what they can do. He shows you glimpses that he can pass players when he wants to.
Yes, he can.
He can get
when
shots
he's on
off,
it,
and he can cut in.
He can go around anyone.
Yeah, he's a game changer
Yeah,
again,
he is.
which he was.
Yeah, last year it's phenomenal.
Yes, but for some reason this season he's easing off.
Yeah.
He's not at it.
No.
But he still struts around like.
Yeah, you can tell as a fan. Last year, I don't remember ever seeing him put his arms up because he was still a youngster who wanted to become a first team player. Now he's established himself, and
attitude.
We all, as fans, we all hate that. We know you're going to give the ball away. We'll go through, but someone like Mbeumo, right? He never shows attitude. He's always just gets on with it. And yes, we're annoyed he's not on his best form, but you kind of put up with that. But Ahmad flails his arms. He does he does this stuff. He sighs when someone doesn't give him the ball, but it's like,
I wonder who that looks like.
Well, that's what you do think, is that coming from this? If the captain can do it, but the captain's the captain, and he's performing.
Yes, your team is your team. A clip came up on my phone, and it just reminded me, and it was, and it's relevant to this. It was Garnacho when he played for us. And there was a clip there where he did something and he lost the ball, and he had a chance of getting back at the player, and he jogged and let the player run, and Casemiro ended up
having a right go at him.
Had to take him down and had a right go at him, and that's what we mean. And he's gone because there was clearly an attitude there about. There's too many players who just want to bomb forward and do all the fancy stuff in United, because this doesn't work. In the Premiership, it doesn't work. You can't have a decent team. You never have a Championship team or a title-winning team with a team that is with a couple of players half-hearted. Only come alive.
Yeah, when they're on the ball.
Yes, and it was quite interesting. Again, what's coming up on my phone, and I don't know who he is. But it keeps coming up on about this coach, this quite young coach, I'd say, he's in his 30s. He's coaching young boys, and he always drops to his knee, pulls the boys over, and has a chat. So the clip is what he's talking to them, and I find it quite interesting because in being a coach, how he brings the kids on and stuff like that. And there was a couple of them, he lets them speak, so he doesn't tell them, he lets them try and understand. And that's a typical coaching method, right? And one of the lads was, you're coming alive when we've got the ball. So what are you thinking when we don't have the ball? Like trying to make him realise that football's not just about. And I think I might have sent you the clip, I'm not sure, but this is what you used to be like. Was a little bit, when we've got the ball, you come alive. When you don't, you drop off, and the energy levels sap, and then you're just waiting for someone else to get the ball back, and then you come alive again. Doesn't work like that. No. So it was interesting to see that, and I think that is still going on. Not with Ahmad so much. He's not as bad as Garnacho, but there's traits of it there.
There are traits. There are traits
with that arms.
Exactly, that attitude. Not running back. And funny enough, just to continue on that point before we move on. Listen to a pod, Lineker's pod. I think we can mention other pods, can't we? God knows.
But they're better than ours. But
I don't know, actually. No, great pod. And he had James Milner on. So Milner, Mr. Boring, whatever. And he's the most appearance makers, isn't he?
Yeah, I'll tell you about Milner.
But Milner obviously come through as a 16-year-old, was always touted from a young lad, but he was a winger. And he said, back then, wingers, your first job was to back up and you fall back.
Yeah, right.
So he said he was always fit naturally, but back then, you as a winger, you were a winger, not forward. You were a right mid. So you were up and down. You had to attack. And you had to get straight back. And actually, his first thought was off the ball, defending, marking your men, and tracking before going forward. So actually, it was the opposite. He would be more tired going forward because he was defensive first. Whereas now, they're almost told, stay forward. And we want to preserve your energy for when you're attacking. But it's just interesting hearing Milner, again, he's played for 20 years, over 20 years, how the mentality shifted.
Yeah, I laughed when you said Milner because we watched Match of the Day, didn't we, on the last lot of Prem games. And I struggle to stay awake during much of the day.
Getting on a bit now,
yeah.
Yeah.
And I normally miss a couple of games. I just wake up
Yeah.
all the credits, or there'll be a different program on. Well, what happened there?
The women's after now, isn't it?
Yeah. So what happens straight after is there's a 20-minute an interview with a Premiership player.
Right.
This girl does it. So it's straight after match of the day.
Yeah.
And it was Milner.
Okay.
I listened to it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
God, it was boring.
Yeah.
Monotone.
Yeah.
Sorry, James.
Yeah.
But it was just boring. I thought that's no surprise.
Yeah.
And I was 7 off to sleep again.
Yeah.
But you were talking about Ahmad. Okay, let's get to it then, and then we'll get to the Ahmad shove, non-penalty.
And that's a key moment, isn't it? Because that's to make it 2-0.
There's 2 bits to it. Is it a pen?
Well, initially when I saw it real time, yes. When I saw the replay, I said no because it's too soft.
Yeah.
But obviously, what then goes to happen
at the time,
it is a Stonewall penalty.
What would you have said at the time? Did you understand why he didn't give it?
At the time, yeah, I thought it was soft.
You thought it's a penalty at the time?
I've seen Ahmad do it before. Yes, so emotionally, I see him go down. But I thought he tripped him. I think he pulled him. When I saw, yes, technically it's a foul. Outside the box is a foul. But in the box, very rarely you see a ref give that. Because it's... and I've seen Ahmad do it. He goes down too soft. You're in, Ahmad. You've done the job. You've taken it round. He's going down as like an easy option. So my initial reaction, live, penalty.
Yeah.
I see the replay and I go, it probably is a pen,
if we go back,
but it's soft.
Penalty, that's what you're thinking. And then when you sit in slow-mo, because the ref doesn't give it, because you know that almost within 10 seconds, he's not going to give it. Then when you see the slow-mo, you're saying you can kind of understand why the ref maybe didn't give it.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Either way.
Yes.
Yeah. And VAR's not going to overrule it, because it's not blatant.
And I don't mind that. Yeah. I don't mind the VAR point, to be honest.
And if you look at the ref's angle, I always thought, he's
on the wrong side, isn't he?
You always see it from this angle. And VAR would have gone from this angle where he's done that and that.
Yeah.
It looks like a pen.
Yes.
From his angle, he didn't really see the arms on him,
no,
but just gave that decision.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, when I had my rant on my clip, he was right there. He crouches down the ref and he scrutinises it for 5 seconds and then turns around, starts running away like he doesn't even do that. He's like, and you know he's not going to give it.
Yeah.
So that's bad enough. What I couldn't really forgive is we stopped.
Yes.
It's still our fault.
Every player. Yeah, of course it is.
We stopped.
What's one of the first things you're taught? You keep going
until the whistle goes. Ran. Yeah. And I remember thinking at one point he's going to score.
Yeah.
If someone doesn't close him down, he's going to score. And he did. It's the easiest goal he's going to score.
Yeah, all on his own on the end.
And then all the arms went up and they're off to the ref.
They're moaning.
And I was thinking that's a hell of a gamble. Because everyone's going, it's far now.
Yeah.
They're going to have a look. Yeah. And I thought, this won't be overturned.
No.
Why have they just stopped and said, go and have a shot, score a goal?
Yeah.
So our fault.
It's still our fault. And
that's mentality.
It is mentality.
That is captain getting old.
Instead of going, get the ball out, then we can moan.
Get a gut, captain again. Focus. Experienced players focus. Let's make sure. And people always go, remember the Fulham goal, that lad, top corner, top pins. What have I always said to you? We are allowing people in that just outside the box, clear shots.
Yeah, we are.
We're letting them have it. We're not closing them down. We did the same thing. And then now we're hoping. The other thing, we got a great keeper behind us. Or they're thinking, well, if you think you can score from there, have a go. And he did.
Yeah.
And he did the same thing in the bottom corner.
Yeah.
And now we're moaning. Now we're 1-1.
Yeah.
So not only have we not got the pen.
Yeah. We're now level.
Because we should never have allowed in that shot, because it's not like we were caught on the break.
No.
Ahmad had broken forward,
kind
of on his own, maybe with one other in the box.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
it wasn't. We were on the front.
We gave the ball away for that. He just fell over. Everyone assumed the penalty stopped, wasn't given. Kind of playing catch up, but no one then. And they all. I've heard reports about that put the team off, put the players off. Oh, fuck off.
It's pathetic.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
The ref hasn't given it. He's
carry on. You played till the whistle. It's obvious.
It was almost like they were going just...
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
He literally almost walked it in.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And then afterwards, it's 1-1.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done for that.
Yeah.
Instead of someone, like you say, just taking him out.
Yeah.
and then having a moment at the ref, give a yellow card away there.
Yes, if you have to.
If you have to, because they'll take it back to VAR. They haven't scored.
Mm-hmm.
So, we got ourselves to blame there.
We do.
And they're still traits
And that's
of the team
traits of the old United,
yes.
no question.
Yeah.
And whilst we're doing shit like that, you won't get anywhere.
But you could still go the Kazis, because they were experienced, the Maguires. Shouldn't have let it happen, the captain.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have let it happen.
No.
You don't turn your back. You don't moan at a throw.
No.
The usual stuff. You don't switch off at corners in case they take a quick one. I mean, classic ones. Classic ones when you were a kid. Yeah. Classic ones when I was playing. Yeah. Was the corner. You don't talk with your mate in the penalty box while they're talking for a corner.
There was a game
and someone runs up and all of a sudden there's a short one. You go, oh my God. Yeah. Your focus, your teacher, your coach would always go, right, straight on it in case there's a quick stuff. That's why I think
professionals, I don't know if they think they're beyond these small stuff, because I was watching a game like that reminds me, I don't know if it was Spurs, it must have been Spurs, because only they can be this bad, Spurs-Liverpool. And I think, and I'm guessing it, but I remember there was a game I watched, they went short from the corner, all on his own. But they got away with it.
Yes, and then they did one the second one.
They did the same again.
The same thing. And they didn't even run out.
Didn't even run out.
No, just let them cross it again.
And it's like,
what
the fuck?
I saw that game.
So I'm glad you saw it, because it was like, I couldn't believe.
The first time, he switched off.
Yeah.
Second time. I only got the ball in and no one came out. I was like, you're having a laugh.
No.
So we're at 1-1.
And then, as we mentioned, Bournemouth sat off, and then I think we kind of gained control again.
Yeah. And then the Harry Maguire, which wasn't a Harry Maguire corner.
I thought it was a Harry Maguire goal.
I kind of thought that might be the winner. I don't know why.
I think if we stayed at... It's easy to say. I don't remember him having too much other than the pen. But then, having said that, we're still so easy to get through the midfield. Cassie wasn't on it again. And it's not all on him, because Mainu I thought was good on the ball, but defensively, he's not a defensive-minded player at all, is he? So you say about the edge of the box stuff, it's because our midfield, it's the same pass from the centre half through the lines, straight into their striker. They kept doing that every time. And then they're on our back four.
Yeah, so 2-1. Is that it? The next.
And I seem to remember we could have probably made it 3-1 as well. You know what I mean? We could have, because they were pushing forward again. We had a couple of breakaways. We weren't clinical.
Yeah, didn't kill them off again.
The
only team we've killed off recently is 3-1. Did we finish 3-1 against Villa? That was 10 minutes in the end, 5 minutes in the end.
Yeah, 10. I think.
Fulham we didn't. So we haven't killed them off, and the Maguire. It's got to be a pen, because we got a pen for something similar.
No, not really.
The Cunha one.
The Cunha is a clear pull.
No. Cunha in the other game. Sorry, think of a different game where Cunha went through. So not this game.
Yeah.
We had a similar 2 games ago.
All right.
Was it Palace or something, where a player went through? So Cunha.
He pulled him, didn't he? But again, that's a clear pull. This one, he just sticks his arm out. It doesn't pull him. He sticks his arm out like that. He brushes him, and he hits the ground. Yeah. Now that's what I'm more pissed off. You can't give that and not give the Ahmad one, where there's a clear tug and pull. Maguire, I mean, I still think it comes from terrible defender from Maguire.
Just let it play. Himself off. But they let it play.
Let it play
in that area
exactly.
Again. So they could have had a shot if they wanted to.
They
but they
could
didn't. They just
played the extra pass.
And he's in.
And he was in. Yeah. Terrible defender. But again, I don't necessarily say it's the back two's fault, because they're already exposed by that point. It should be the midfield screening that pass, not letting it happen.
Yeah, because I've seen it a couple of times, and I'm going, look at where it's originated from, and they got all the time in the world. No one's pressing; they're all standing off.
Yeah.
So it's that same old thing. You're not getting a foot in. You're not stopping them. You're just letting them play around you. And your statues, bang, they're in.
They're in.
It's not difficult, but it clearly is.
Yeah, clearly for us it is.
So they switched off. Basically, they switched off again, because before you get a toe in, you close down. Switched off. Bang. That's what the Premiership's like.
It is,
and they're in. Again,
if you give the pen, it's a red card. I agree with that, and it probably is a pen. It's just again the frustration with the Ahmad one, but I still think it's soft. He doesn't. I still think
the ref showed 2 sides to him. As where he scrutinised the last one. This one, he wasn't as close. He's blown almost straight away.
He didn't have a clear view.
No, he blew straight away.
Like, as soon as he saw the ball.
Yeah, so that got
right.
So that got on the second goal. I think is your battery just ran out. So no one.
That's still on. My phone. Oh, on my phone. Yeah, my battery just went, so we cut off there. But we've got to cut it off now anyway.
We were talking about the 2-2, so they got the second goal in that area.
Yeah.
That we just seemed to not get a toe in.
Mm-hmm.
So that was 2-2. Took a draw.
With the 20 minutes left, I think you take the 2.
Played it out pretty well, I thought.
Yeah.
We had the odd chance, but they could have. I thought just don't lose.
Exactly.
Just don't lose because we got 3 weeks.
We got 3 weeks, and Liverpool and Chelsea lost. So it's a point gained, doesn't it?
Yeah, and where that point
puts us ahead of Villa as well because they won.
So psychologically, we're still third. Yeah. It's ours to lose.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So. And the 3 weeks won't be so bad. Knowing that, just don't lose. That's all I wanted on that day. The way the match went, when it got to 2-2, I thought just don't lose.
Yeah.
So and like I said, we still have a fair amount to play, and the injury time was like 9 minutes. God knows where they got that from. So that's it. You said we might do a midweek, or because it's 3 weeks,
next weekend maybe
we'll
do some sort of review, or I don't know. We can do anything, but I think because it's such a long gap. We can talk about
look through
nostalgia or old videos,
old watch along, see if there's any negative. You said 90% of is with us moaning. So all right, okay.
Spot on. Cheers.
See you again, buddy.
Always a pleasure, mate.
Okay, and I'll see you next week, Easter.
Yes, sir.
Family time.
Indeed.
For all the families out there.
Well then.